Move on to the United Kingdom, where, now that Prince Harry is officially off the market, the country's most eligible bachelor is this man, Mervyn Gerscorp Crawlings, from the village of Mudford Sock. He can't hear you, so could you please speak up? Oh, and he's 32 years old, so your move, ladies. Now, if you were one of the tens of millions who watched last month's royal wedding, you may remember seeing this man, the chairman of the British Monarchist Society, who appeared on TV to provide colour commentary about the royal family.
What we're seeing is quite the change. I mean, she's brought a California lifestyle to Britain. She's slimming him down. She's putting him on shakes, eating less meat. What Brit do you know that doesn't like meat?
Well, I'll take this one. Morrissey. I mean, pretty famously, Morrissey. Try it. Offer him a steak sometime and see what happens. Now that man is Thomas J. Mace Archer Mills Esquire. And if you think that's the most British he gets, just look at this actual photo of him. Taken, I assume, at the Alice in Wonderland rap party, or in the year 1865, the only two times that outfit should be legal. Well, this week, we learned something absolutely amazing about him.
This royal expert sure seemed like the real deal.
What Meghan wore was absolutely ideal for the ceremony.
But get this royal expert is from New York. He was born Tommy Muscatello in the small upstate town of Bolton Landing.
It's true. That British man is actually Tommy Muscatello from New York. And that is a destabilising thing to learn. Because if this guy isn't British, who the fuck is? Am I actually British? Well, let me reassure you, my parents are listed in my phone as Mr. and Mrs. Oliver, so I am definitely British. And what is most galling about Tommy Muscatello is that, as a defender of the monarchy, he used his airtime to argue that Meghan Markle was a brash interloper who needed to proceed with care.
You do not upstage the future queen of this country, especially when you're coming in the way you are. When you start to take the spotlight from someone like Catherine, and then you swoop into the United Kingdom, here I am,
the American,
and you're wanting to really upstage the Duchess of Cambridge and the future queen, I won't have it.
Oh, you won't have it, will you? You won't have it? Well, let me make this perfectly clear. Meghan Markle's American passport is not an insult to anyone. The name Thomas J. Mace Archer Mills Esquire, however, is offensively British. That is the equivalent of a British person pretending to be an American and calling themselves Jefferson Budweiser McNuggets Jr. It's actively racist. And since he was outed as an American, he has done a round of interviews in which he's doubled down on his Britishness, and it's a bloody brilliant rubbish fire to behold. Just look at what happened when he was asked a pretty obvious question.
I have to ask you, how did you get your British accent?
It's what I was taught. It's what I studied through online courses and also practicing with my people that I consider close friends and family.
Oh, do you? Marvellous! Online courses? I'm calling bullshit on that one. Unless University of Phoenix actually offers a class called How to Convince People You're Not from Upstate New York by Dressing Like Mr. Toad and doing a C- Hugh Grant impression. And in case you're wondering about that close friends and family line, he apparently has an agreement with two unrelated elderly British individuals to call them his grandfather and grandmother. So apparently he went to Europe, met an old lady, asked her to be his grandmother, and now he knows all about the monarchy. And if that sounds at all familiar to you, it's because it's literally the exact backstory of Babar the elephant. And when he was pressed on all this, he got a little testy.
I stopped living in New York when I was in my teens.
Okay.
And the way I speak is the way I speak. It's natural to me. I am good at what I do. I'm knowledgeable in my subject, and anyone can go up against me. I know more about the British monarchy than most people in Britain.
You know what? That might actually be true, and that should have tipped everyone off the whole time, because most British people really don't care either way about the monarchy. That makes him clearly an imposter. But the thing that bothers me the most here is that pretending to be British by becoming a royal expert is just so lazy. If you really want to pull the wool over people's eyes, get a spot on The Daily Show, bide your time, perfect your stupid fake accent, and eventually land your own weekly programme on HBO. Oh, have I said too much?